Gonna go for it.
Get that ball.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 61. Match box.
They'll run with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They were going to 53. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson steps away to his left. He'll run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He's got a man. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Elliott. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Hey, kill.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now Prescott on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett, and he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Green 80. Mike's 5-4. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing that. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
14. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll toss it out to Carson. Brushing off defenders. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I know you. Flying 90. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Hey, boys, you got 4. 4 down. Switch.
14.
Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Prescott now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mike, 380. Mike 5-4. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. Quick slant caught by Moore. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. This complete to Lockett. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. To throw is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
14,
Wilson wants to throw it. It's caught, Lockett. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Now man, I'm magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many L's, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many times to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never
man.
yeah, drown out my problems, let me when I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
White 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. From the 40 now on second down, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week It's how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On second and a couple. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Super one.
Goff on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now first and goal. No score after one on EA Sports.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got Ric Flair.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
On first down, Procise. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man left. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
He's tight on the right. Hey, 4 down.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
That's it, baby.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Oh, wide open, complete. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go.
On first down, gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. This time Wilson will throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.